let's go ahead and get in. So, you guys have just defeated a witch who was behind this whole shebang. You've got cages on your right, with people in them. Or, not people, they're children. Although children are people, just in a shorter sort of sense. So, how do you guys want to proceed now?
Weren't there children in the caves? In the cages?
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Oh, yeah.
They are who you are here to save.
Ah, that's right. Correct.
Is the gate locked?
You try the gate, and it's a little stuck, but it opens.
I did it.
Congratulations, you opened the door.
Yep.
Now, where are those little tykes?
Okay, so you go into the cages, and the children are a little shell shocked, as one would expect when you see a bunch of people kill the person who kidnapped you in a brutal sort of invasion on your home. But they are functional, I guess. Like, I don't know a better way to describe that than these kids are very they're very shocked. They're sort of either scared still a little bit. They don't trust you. Why would they? You have just come in and killed a person in front of them. But they do appear to be unharmed.
But that person was a meanie.
One of the kids just sort of nods dumbly.
Come on. Well, I guess we're gonna take you back to your parents now?
Do you know my mom?
I don't know who you are, kid, so...
He's the
Maybe.
he's the only orc boy in the room.
Mercury just kind of nervously looks towards the corner, just like...
Yeah, since just not too long ago you slapped his mom almost into the afterlife.
Yes, I am quite familiar with her.
Can you take me to her?
I believe that was the plan.
Well, okay then. And he reaches out to take your hand. Do you let him?
My hand?
Yeah. I assumed Ruad was since you went in the door first, or I guess I'd opened the door. I assumed you were probably closest to him. Okay. Okay, so yeah, you lead the kid out, and
So
the others
how many
sort of.
kids are there?
There are 4 children in there.
4. Okay. I suppose I picked up 2.
Nice. Yeah, they don't struggle much. Definitely scared, but they don't struggle. They don't put up a fight. Now, are you like perching them on your shoulders so they're like sitting there, or like are you?
Yeah.
Nice. All right. So you have rounded up the kids. Bear in mind you have a staircase up to a trap door into a room that when you last left you had barricaded it by throwing, I believe, beds in front of the door.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then lighting them on fire.
Oh, right. So the room above you that you want to take these children into is on fire.
That's what I'm saying. I
That's
distinctly remember there being
problem.
fire.
That's no problem at all. We opened the door. And you guys might want to stand back. Just for a couple seconds.
Okay. Yeah. It's a fiery bedroom.
I extinguished the fires.
All right. Do you is that like just a snap your fingers and the flame sort of disappears, or is it like you hold out your palm and suck all the fire back inside of you?
No, it's like every 6 seconds, 5, an area of like 5 by 5 by 5 is extinguished. So it takes me a couple seconds.
Okay, so it's kind of like an old school video game where like the flames are like whoof, 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 and they go out but section by section. Okay. Yeah, you've cleared the room. It is still pretty smoky. So it is a little, it's a little difficult to see, but it is no longer on fire. You can kind of hear a little bit of commotion going on from outside the door.
Or there's still like 2 guards left.
I believe so.
Oh shoot.
Unless
They probably got to the 3rd one.
Unless they suffocated. Who knows?
I'm gonna have to set you 2 down. I kind of pat the heads of the 2 kids on my shoulders so that I can move the beds out of the door frame.
They both like put their hands on their heads like, we have been blessed. The gentle pats.
Okay, so I set them down. And then I go to remove the beds.
Okay, can you make a strength check for me? I do know that is one of your strong suits.
16.
16? Okay, yeah. You pretty handedly get a hold of those beds and sort of move them to the side. You know, it looks kind of cool. You're just kind of like, hooah! The doorway is clear.
All right, way is clear.
We open the door.
So outside the door, there has... Oh, gotta break narrative 1 second. Did you guys barricade the entrance into this mess hall?
No.
Yes.
I still don't know what's happening right now.
Dude, we barricade everything.
I'm pretty sure you guys...
The mess hall is barricaded with the table. The bedroom was barricaded with beds.
Okay, so yes, then the great hall sort of room there, this cafeteria, is filling with smoke, albeit much less than was in the bedroom, since it's a much bigger space. So you can see that it's not really obstructed by smoke, but you can hear yelling from the other side of that barricade. And it sounds a little something like, "Hey, yo, anyone got any water? No, I ain't got any water. We're in a cave."
Yeah, absolutely. We're trying to just get out of the cave with the kids.
For being in a...
What was that, Lucy?
Uh-oh.
I don't remember being in the cave.
Norfire has had a horrible bout of amnesia.
He's just not paying attention. He's just writing in his little notebook and just following. He knows like what Mercury's shoes look like.
So it's just keeping track by as long as he's got Mercury's heels in sight. He's like, "Yep, everything's fine. Moving on." Okay.
Oh, it's in line with my shins.
All right. Okay. So, how are you? I guess Rued, you can just put that fire out on the barricade if you want to, but you've still got screaming guys on the other side. So, how are you handling this situation?
Do you think we should try to scare them?
How?
I could summon a fire spirit. We can use the body of their leader.
I think we left her down there, and judging by the smoke, we should probably not stay much longer.
Smoke rises. We'll be fine.
Yeah, I would say the cellar
Norfire,
is
you got any
smoke-free.
tricks? Fire
So-
spirit is.
Okay.
Then I could just punch down the barricade or something. Just kind of at them.
I summon the fire spirit, and it'll fly through the barricade.
Okay,
And
now
I'll
is
use
it
it
just
to
passive?
intimidate them.
Okay, is it just passing through the barricade, or is it like destroying the barricade as it goes through?
Just like moving through it.
Okay, what does it look like?
Probably like a large firebird.
Okay. Yeah. So you hear some more clamoring over there, and oh crap! The fire's come alive! It's gonna eat me. It's like, well, it's going to eat you, but it's not going to eat me. And you hear the pounding of footsteps and some more shouting and cursing at each other as they I guess race each other out of the cave, or out of that area, I'll say.
Losers, cowards. Let's way. Can you extinguish this flame again?
No. But actually, yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
It goes up.
All right. And you guys go up and you move the barricade.
Okay.
We don't need me. I mean, I guess we can make a check. You could fail to move this barricade, I guess. Go ahead and make a strength check.
8.
8.
Can I help him on it?
Yeah, you can help. Because that's not going to do it.
So say unless you let me use athletics, but if he's helping, do I get advantage or is he rolling one?
I think we'll have Ruad roll.
Rolling strength or athletics?
Strength.
10. I rolled a 12. So a 10.
Right, because you have -2. But yeah, that is enough to move it out of the way enough that you guys can walk through. And as you pass through this, the mouth of the cave, backtracking where you first came in, you pass through back into that first chamber, where the paths all split off. The table is knocked over now. The chair is still knocked over on the ground, but the guy that you guys left tied to it is gone now. So it looks like his friends got him out of there. And you make your way back to the mouth of the cave and out into the open, and you don't see them in the immediate area.
All right. Which way was the village again?
Mercury, did you go back and get the kids?
Yeah, I assumed the kids were following us as we left.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you have all the kids, and but so my question is to you guys: what do you do now? Because you don't actually know where the village that Rebecca came from is.
I know the direction it is.
Yeah. Okay. So you just kind of head in that vague direction.
Yep.
Would the kids know?
They were kidnapped.
Yeah, if it were somewhere else, maybe they might recognize a like a landmark or something, but they don't seem to know where they are. Go ahead and make a, I don't even know. That'd be
Survival.
Yeah, probably survival.
Does someone want to aid me on this? Can I get the aid of one of the children?
Oh, yeah, sure. Matthew, that's Rebecca's kid's name. I don't remember if it was ever mentioned or not, because it has been months since we recorded this. But his name's Matthew. And so he's going to help you out. So you will have advantage on this survival check.
23.
Yeah. So you guys make your way through. A little ways into the woods, you find the sort of the mark of people passing. That trail that you guys initially followed to the cave. After 2 groups of people passed through it, it's been pretty clearly marked. So you make your way back into the clearing where you met with Rebecca, and with a 23, you're actually going to be able to find her path that she came from, which is also where the kidnappers originally came from as well. And you follow that. And so you come upon the town of Tinsford here. So Tinsford is set up along a rather large river. There is a bridge at the southern part of the village that when you cross onto it, there are some steps just beyond it that sort of cut into a rise in the land. It's almost the town is almost built on top of a little plateau, and so these steps are sort of carved out of that southern facing side of the plateau. Now there is a sort of loosely cobbled road that leads all the way up the center of the town to a rather large red tile roofed estate. Or rather, I guess it's more of a manor house. And there are some shops out on the west side of the village. There are what appears to be an inn over on the eastern half, just a little past the entrance. And then there are plenty of residences, fair-sized plots of land, just sort of scattered about all throughout the top of this plateau here. It's not like a plateau that you would see out west. It is grassy. It's very lush. There's slight breeze blowing. It's a nice place. Tinsford is it's a nice town. It is the second largest in Cranny. And when you arrive there with the kids, Rebecca is waiting for you at the entrance. And Matthew sees her and he runs to her, and they have a happy reunion that I'm not going to try to make a voice for because I'm really bad at doing Rebecca's voice. Because I'm bad at female voices. It's okay. But she does look at you guys and she says, well, I'm a little surprised you all came back okay, to be honest.
It was nothing. Roll my eyes.
Yeah, I'm sure you just had a grand old time. Probably slapped some old ladies into the afterlife there, huh?
Believe me, I almost did.
Well,
there was an old lady, and she is in the afterlife now. So
that's
you're not wrong.
She was also a witch, though. So
okay. I mean, you win some, you lose some, I guess. Then there were a group of bandits or something that were inhabiting the cave. Do you know why they kidnapped my children?
Probably to kill them.
Why would they do that? Just to clarify, you guys do know why they would kill them. They were turning children into gold. Essentially.
Yeah, I know.
So who figured that out? Do we remember? Or was it just kind of implied?
I think it was implied if I didn't just come out and directly say it. Because you did find the ritual chamber within the cave.
Because I think I distinctly remember me and Chester just going for the gold. And I think her name was Chester. What was her name?
Alistair.
Me and Alistair just going for the gold and be like, oh, we don't care, it's gold.
Do you have some raw gold in your inventory?
I have 96 pounds worth of gold.
Okay, so you are carrying basically the result of sacrificial gold in your backpack. But when you tell this to Rebecca, you only mention the fact that they were using them to...
I'm not telling her that the gold's in my bag.
Yeah, that's
even though I probably look extremely weighed down because this is 96.
Yeah, your bag is bulging all kinds of bonkers right now, let me tell you. But no, so you guys tell her that they were using the children to harvest magical energy for transmutation. And so she says, I can't thank you enough. You people are all right. And I'm sorry I tried to hit you with an axe earlier. That was I'll admit that was my bad. That was on me. That was a oof. But I really do appreciate what you did. And if you if you guys need a place to stay or anything, well, the inn's open. But you can come by my shop, and I'll give you 5% off. It's the least I can do. It's the Pick and Axe, and you can. It's over on the west street over there with all the other shops. And I better get all these kids home to their families, though. Again, thank you.
Please, I think this one's trying to take my shoe.
It would also be nice if you were to tell the town that we weren't actually the ones that kidnapped your kids.
Oh, you're right. That's probably a good idea. I'll make sure to check in with everyone and tell them y'all are good. Y'all are good guys.
That would be much appreciated.
I'll let 'em. Word travels fast here in Tinsford on account of how there's not a whole lot of us, but I'll let them all know.
There's only 10. 10 what? Who knows?
This is a really bad 10 joke.
Top quality. Okay, so Rebecca, she goes off with the children to return them and to let the town know of your innocence. And now you guys are free to go ahead and go look through the town some. Like I said, there is an inn. There are plenty of shops over on the west street. So what are you guys heading? I'll go ahead and tell you a couple other shops, just so you know. There is the Pick and Axe, whose symbol is a big pickaxe, because again, it's a mining town here in Tinsford. That one's owned by Rebecca, and that is a mining and weaponry supply.
Wait, I thought she was owner of the inn.
No, that was her basically telling you guys that if you needed a place to stay, you couldn't stay at her house, but there was an inn. But yeah, there is the Pick and Axe, which is a mining supplies and weaponry shop. There is Blast Proof, which is an armor and clothing shop. And then Fancy Rocks, which is a interesting looking building because it itself looks like a weird rock with a purple roof. And then you do have the inn over on the side, which is you can't really make out the sign. The name on the sign, it's really worn down. And then again, there is the manor house to the north.
Well, I have about 11 gold coins in my pocket. So, I'm not sure how much spending I can really do.
Well, do we want to see if we could get... I don't know. Seems like we're going to be on a long journey. Maybe we could get supplies or something?
That seems fair. If we need to, I can also find some food and water in the forest, in just the wilderness. I have those skills.
Or fire, are you going to need any ink for that book of yours that you incessantly keep drawing in?
Well, not quite yet, but yes.
Hey, I guess we could look for that.
I think I have some still.
All right, so are you heading to the West Road then, the shopping district?
I would assume so.
All right. So, you guys are just walking on to the West Road, which starts roughly 3/4 of the way towards the manor. And as you turn onto this western road, just at the end of it, where there's steps heading back down the plateau, there are some gray-robed figures, 3 of them. 2 of them, their gray robes have some white markings sort of embroidered into them, and one of them just is in a plain gray robe. And as you see them, they start to advance towards you, eerily, like in step, in sync.
Insight check.
Okay.
9.
Those are some dudes in some gray robes, all right.
I haven't seen this religion before.
Norfire, you?
I'm not paying attention. I'm just writing in my notebook that you are making fun of.
I grabbed Norfire's head and I forced it up to look.
I'm gonna hit you in the knees.
I'm gonna tell you, there's some creepy dudes approaching on us right now. My knees are the least of your worries.
They've
I'm
started
gonna
to
start drawing them.
they are starting to approach a little bit faster now.
Kind of grab for my
Can I make
glaive.
an insight check?
Yeah.
$15.
With a 15, those markings, while you're not familiar with them, the style of robes and the way they look like they're looking to eradicate you, you surmise these guys were probably sent here to take care of you, so to speak.
Oh,
Oh,
locally.
how sweet.
But like take care of you in a more sort of in a deadly way.
We'll give you a bed, but it's gonna be lumpy.
Let's go ahead and roll initiative.
7.
21.
7.
Nice.
What'd you say, Norfire?
7.
7. All right. Now roll. Ooh, they got some really good initiative rolls. Okay, first up in the order, Mercury.
Alright. So, first off, I don't think we should be causing much trouble in the town as we already kind of have.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
Whoa. I'm just gonna kind of like hold my position, and when they get close, I'm gonna strike at him with my glaive. So as soon as they're within 10 feet.
So are you
Really?
readying an
Strike.
action then?
Yeah.
Let's just speed walk nonchalantly out of this town.
Because I don't know how close they... How far away are they, I should ask?
There is about 30 feet in between you and them right now.
30 feet, yeah. I was afraid if I start moving, I would just leave the rest of the party behind. So I'm just gonna hold.
Okay. Next up in the order is one of the guys with white markings on him. Let's say they're kind of flanking the guy without any markings. He is going to hold up his right hand, and it starts to glow a sickly green sort of color. And he is going to cast Inflict Wounds on Norfire.
Norfire's gonna be forced to put down her book.
Yeah, it does seem that way. And I thought D&D Beyond would let me use their virtual dice roller within their encounter builder, but it seems like that was just a prank. So I'm going to have to grab my dice, because I don't have my dice. I'll be right back.
I think.
Okay, I got my dice. So let's get back to inflicting some wounds on Norfire.
If I have shield, does that only work on magic missile?
No. It gives you a +5 to your AC.
Can I do it when it's not my turn?
Yes, it's a reaction.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
So
Well,
Wow.
see what he gets to hit first.
Oh, I can wait?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, my armor class is pretty bad, but continue.
Okay, so I'm going to make
It's the same as me.
melee spell attack. So that is going to be that's an 18 versus AC.
Okay. Oh, I will use my shield spell.
Shield.
And what does that do?
It's +5 to AC, including against the triggering attack.
Until the start of her Northfire's next turn.
Okay. What AC does that put you at then?
19.
Ooh, nice. Okay, so that spell fails.
Excellent.
Okay, and then the other guy with some silver on his, or it's white, it's not silver, with the white markings on him. This time, the one on the left, he is going to, he sort of claps his hands together, and a floating spectral weapon appears because he's casting spiritual weapon, dog. And his weapon, it takes form, and it looks like sort of like a battering ram, almost. And that's going to come at Ruad.
I see no need for that.
Well, yeah, the bad guys see a need for it, you know.
How long has it been since we left the cave?
Assume it's been like an hour or two.
Yeah,
Lame.
probably a little over an hour. Okay, so he's gonna do that. That is a 14. Does that hit?
Yeah, I just said that hits.
Sorry, my Discord is really wigging out.
Wiggity wiggity whack.
Okay, so you are going to take then. You're going to take a little bit of damage here. It looks like you are going to take 9 damage.
That sounds like a lot.
Yeah.
Especially at this level.
Yeah. Well, it's a second level spell. But that is it for his turn. After which,
Who's next?
wow, like I said, they rolled some really good initiative. The last guy in a gray robe is going to take his turn. And this time, this guy, instead of making some magic happen, he actually pulls out a scimitar, and he's going to go for you, Mercury.
So, well, he's gonna get within my 10 foot first.
Yes, he will.
So I'm gonna go ahead and attack.
Okay.
That is a 13 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah. So I do which one's my D10? Ah. That is 8 points of damage.
Nice. You really get this guy. Like, I mean, you take a nice big old swipe out of his side, and he looks like he feels it. And he's like, ugh. And he goes ahead and he, it's almost more on carrying his momentum right now that he makes this attack against you, and less him swinging it at you. But that is going to be an 18 versus armor class.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, let's do some damage.
Damn.
It's not going to be very much damage though. It's only going to be 3 slashing damage.
If I was raging, it would have been 1. But I didn't rage.
You fool.
That's your mistake. And Northfire, you are next.
Oh, I was asking how many of the people are there?
There are
3.
3.
There's still 3? Okay, well, I'll do magic missile then.
So that one just hits. Who are you targeting with it?
One each.
All right.
Do I have to roll separately for all of them?
Yeah, since they're hitting different targets.
Okay. 2.
Okay. Which one is that hitting?
The one on the left.
Okay, so he'll take 2 points of damage.
Okay, and then the next roll is a 4, and that's the guy in the middle, I guess.
Okay.
And another 4.
Okay. All right, so you blast that guy in the middle, and he just dies. That was the one that Mercury had hit with his spear.
My glaive.
And as your glaive, right? As he's hit by your magic missile, the cultist yells out, "Extinctum ex lucerna!" before basically collapsing in on himself, like black hole style. This guy just sort of like crumples and disappears. So, Ruad, it is your turn.
Where are the other two located?
So they are still about 20 feet away. They stopped to cast spells. The one on the left.
One of them's right now.
Huh?
One of them's next to us.
That was the one that
No,
just died.
Dead.
No, that was the one that... Wait. No, that was the one that attacked Mercury.
Yeah, that was the one that.
Yeah, that guy
There's one that attacked Norfire.
Yeah, but
using spiritual weapon and inflict wounds.
Inflict Wounds is a melee spell.
Oh yeah.
oh yeah, so I guess he would have to be closer.
I would typically hit him first, but okay.
So I'm gonna summon the wildfire spirit. Like 10 feet behind the guy next to Norfire, where he's within 10 feet of it. I don't think the other guy would be within 10 feet of it.
No, probably not.
Let's see. Yeah, no, that'd only be like max range of 20. So he has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Let's see. That is going to be a 13.
All right, in that case, he takes 12 points of fire damage.
Oh.
Not bad.
And then I'll smack him.
Like I smacked Rebecca earlier?
No, with my staff, but it misses.
That's sad.
But I did do 12 points of damage.
Which is not bad at all. All right. So at this point, two things happen pretty concurrently here. The one thing is, you guys notice that two more of these gray robes have stepped out behind you. One of them is another plain gray robe, and the other is a gray robe with white. So, that's those guys for you. The other is that well, let's see, actually, Dagny, why don't you explain how you come running into this scene?
Well, I hear some commotion, and I can't resist a little bit of action. So, I just start running that way. Man, it sounds exciting.
So what you guys see is this, maybe, do you got a big old grin on your face as you're running in, maybe?
Yeah. Yeah, that would be it.
Okay.
Like, I'm excited, but like I'm serious. Like, I understand the gravity of the situation.
Right. There's a whole bunch of guys trying to beat up these guys.
Right, and I see the little guy, and I feel bad for him. I just walk around. So I'm here to aid the underdogs. You know, the little guy.
I get it.
Physically the little guy.
Physically the little guy.
His knees.
Okay, can you go ahead and roll initiative for me?
Love to. Maybe. Oh no. 7.
Another 7?
Yes.
Amazing.
Those lucky 7s.
Okay.
That would technically make her go next, right? Right?
I mean, yeah. So, Dagny, you are up.
Take my... I don't want to say rapier, because it sounds a little... Ooh. But I take my rapier, and I just go slashing.
So anyway, I
And-
started slashing.
It is a... 22.
Okay, were you attacking one of the guys that was already there, or one of the guys that popped up behind?
The ones that's already there. Like, they're the ones picking on everybody.
Okay,
You attacking the one next to Northfire?
Yes, for sure.
okay.
Good.
Okay, and it will do...
I mean to deal sneak attack damage.
Sorry. It'll do 8 damage.
Don't forget to roll your sneak attack damage.
I don't know how to do that.
It's an extra 2d6 damage.
Oh, wonderful. 7.
So,
On top of the...
Yeah.
so 15 total. Yeah, this guy's, he's not looking great. He's, you got a
This guy have a
nice
white-
slice out of him. I mean, the other guy's looking worse because he's dead and all, but...
Is the one that's like really hurt right now, is that the guy with the white on him?
Yes.
Okay.
And he is close to Northfire.
You get
Right next to me.
for
So
being
right
a
next to
little guy. Come on.
It's a bonus action to hit her in.
Can't hide from the fact that you're little.
Wait, now Perry, how tall is Dagny?
Terribly tall. But I'm not knee height. You know?
Fair enough.
But how tall is terrible?
Like, I'm not incredibly tall. Like, it's less than like a 5'4".
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right.
So,
To be
so
fair-
petite for like a human being.
To be fair, you could really be any height.
That's also true.
Okay, we are back to the top of the order with Mercury.
Oh, yeah. So now that more people have shown up, like, I'm getting this real, like, adrenaline rush, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
this girl out of nowhere just comes and stabs somebody, and I'm like, oh, I'm in this. And so I'm going to, quote-unquote, rage.
So then I stab her.
Because no one's taking your kill.
And so I am just gonna go straight ham on this other guy that she just hit. 'Cause, yeah, he's still up, right?
Oh yeah, he's still up.
Okay.
Maybe not for long though.
So I go and strike with my glaive, and heck, that is not the best. It is a 13 to hit.
Yeah, that's not gonna...
Wait.
Actually, yeah, that's gonna hit.
Oh no, wait, no, it's a 12. Sorry, my math is bad.
Now it's not gonna hit.
Okay.
You almost had it, but now you don't.
Yeah.
Okay, this guy is, Well, he's just getting assaulted on all sides. So let's see. He is going to cast Inflict Wounds on you, Mercury.
Of course he is. Of course he is. Of course.
He's like, you hit me? You trying to hit me? You think you're gonna hit me?
I didn't hit you.
You tried.
Well, you freaking ducked.
Let's see. That is, what is his? That is a 16.
He hits. But I think I take half damage because of rage.
It's a melee spell attack. It
So
does
no.
necrotic damage, and I don't think you have resistance against necrotic damage.
No, I don't. Okay.
So that.
Oh, maybe that's later on. Rage gets that.
Maybe so. This is gonna hurt.
Okay.
Fair warning.
Of course.
So that's gonna be. Oh, that's the wrong dice. That's why. So that's going to be 5. Oh shoot, that was unlucky. 15. You're gonna take 16 damage.
What the heck?
Gosh.
Not cool, bro.
No.
Hey, you can see his face now, and he wiggles his eyebrows, and he's like, "Who's got skills now?" But he's also
Just
like
wait till the rest
bleeding out of his side where Dagny slashed him up, so it's not as intimidating as he maybe thinks it is.
Collapses from eternal bleeding.
Please, please, please.
Okay. The other guy, the guy who stayed at a distance and has his spiritual weapon out. Yeah. It'll disappear after this, but I think as long as it's still in its duration, it can work. So I think he's just gonna he sees Dagny come in with all her slishing and slashing, and he's like, "Oh crap!" And he tries to take a swing at her with his battering ram looking weapon. It's gonna be well, that's gonna be an 8 versus AC. So
Yeah. Nice try, bucko.
he's a little weirded out that you would call him Bucko, because his older brother actually used to call him the exact same thing. It's weird.
Think about your life choices.
It's like, brother? The guy in the plain gray robe that came up from behind you guys is he's gonna make an attack now on Norfire. And he's gonna cast some Sacred Flame over here. So Norfire make a dexterity saving throw.
16?
16? Yeah, that's gonna do it. So you just you dodge out of the way of this sort of flame-like radiance that just sort of fell out of the sky. But you're like, nah, man, got 6 dodge. Got sick dodge.
Checking your book. The other reason she dodged.
Oh, you're probably right.
True. And Archimedes.
Oh yeah, let's not forget about
yeah.
Archimedes. He might be the most important member of this team.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, and now the guy who also came from behind, he's about to get to chopping, but before he can, coming out of the fancy rocks is Garthal. Garthal? So Garthal, you see these this well, basically a sort of street fight going on. What are you gonna do?
Might as well go in. Yeah. Get a bit of a... What is it? Have a bit of fun.
All right. So the scene that you see before you is there are 2 men in gray robes with white on them in front of this group of people.
And behind this group of people, there is someone in a just plain gray robe and one in a gray robe with white on it.
Okay.
It's worth noting
Alright.
that one of the guys with white on his with the white sort of stitching on his gray robe in front of the group is very badly off and he's bleeding out of a big cut in his side.
I will. Let's see. I will. Okay, so, the Swarmkeeper, their mage hand is made up of the creatures, is that correct?
I think so.
Okay, well then I'll just cast Mage Hand and grab his arm with a hand made of...
That is
Yeah.
terrifying.
So to clarify, you are grabbing him with a hand of spiders.
Yes. I just want to freak him out a little bit.
Yikes. Okay. I guess you do that? There's not really, I mean, it's mage hand. It's not necessarily like this guy's going to block it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he just starts screaming. He's like, spiders, spiders! He's trying to, like pull him off of him and like, he's really wigging out.
Hmm.
'Cause spiders are creepy. But now,
If you want to use your bonus action, you also have the Agitate Swarm. If you want to do that as your bonus action.
Yeah. Sure.
Because you can do that quite a few times a day, so.
all right.
Yeah,
So, what does that do?
It's when I attack, I can do an extra 1d6, and I can move the character 5 feet towards me or away from me.
Yeah, it's kind of just like prep for later rounds.
Okay, cool. So go ahead and roll that force damage.
Well, I think it's what he makes an attack.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and give it
mage
to you
hand.
here because you do have a hold of this guy's arm with a hand made of spiders. So I guess you're essentially just kind of it's with the impact of the spiders and sort of like crushing his arm with this spider hand.
Sure. Let me get a dice roller. What was it? 1d6?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think its mage damage does nothing anyways, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just
Uh,
1d6.
5.
Okay. Yeah, that so you hit him with that 5 damage and he's like screaming trying to get these off and he's like he's fallen to the ground. And it's not looking good for him. He is now kind of making a mess of the road here. All right, that other guy, the other white embossed, I guess, is from behind. He is going to cast Hold Person. And he's actually going to target you, Garthol.
No.
Make a Wisdom saving throw.
Wait for the laggiest animation. 14.
Yeah, okay. You pass that. Nothing happens. There's like a glitter of like yellow magic around you, and then it's just gone. You're like, nah, dude, I see through you. And Dagny, it is now your turn.
I'm back with the slashing, y'all.
On
Slash away.
the same guy.
On the same guy. He's picking on the little guy, and the little guy's stuck.
Oh, this
guy.
poor pathetic man covered in a hand of spiders writhing on the ground, bleeding from a slash in the side.
And his back is completely burnt.
Oh yeah, that too. He is not having a good
One-track
day.
mind. He's going down.
What did he expect? He
25.
attacked me.
Sorry, what?
He attacked us.
25.
25. Was that a natural 20?
No, it's a 19.
Ooh. Close but no cigar then. But yeah, no, that'll hit. That'll hit real good.
Wonderful.
And guess what?
Yeah,
You
it
don't need
wouldn't
to roll
need to watch.
damage.
Oh, okay.
You just,
I would have done 7.
yeah, you just obliterate this guy, and as he
Good.
as he goes out, he very weakly just sort of gasps out, "Extinctum ex discerna," and then the same black hole effect just sort of slurps this guy up.
That was a weird noise for it to make.
Yeah, you like that? You like my slurping black hole?
No.
That's how it happens. Norfire, it is your turn.
Okay. Tell me where the people are.
You now have, I guess,
There's
nobody
one
in front of you. And 2 guys
what
behind
happened to
you.
Welcome.
what happened to the other guy that was in front of us?
Oh, no, yeah, my bad. There is still a guy in front of you. He's about 20 feet away.
Okay. I'm gonna try to hit him with Ray of Frost.
Okay.
17 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay. And that is 5 cold damage. And his speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Nice. So you put this guy on ice for a little bit.
Well, yes.
And next, Ruad, it's you.
You know, the guy in front of us looks a bit cold, so I'm going to warm him up a bit.
I did have an inkling that might happen.
So I'm going to cast a firebolt towards this direction with a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that'll get him crispy.
It's only 2 points of damage.
Really?
I rolled a 1, and so total of 2.
Okay. So you send this firebolt at him, and at first everyone's like, "Oh yeah," but then it just kind of splashes against him, and he's like, "Ah, burns a little."
But then I had to figure out. Let's see. So it's supposed to. Okay. And my little guy.
You little fire friend.
Yeah, he's gonna also shoot some fiery seeds at him.
Okay.
That is. It's gonna be a 10 to hit, I think.
Yeah, 10's not gonna do it.
Heck yeah. Dealt 2 points of damage, guys.
It was really, it wasn't like powerful, but everyone felt it. Like it was powerful in their hearts.
And square in the chest.
Now,
Just didn't do much damage.
walking in from the west entrance of the town, we actually have Tharoth the Goliath coming up. And so Tharoth, you see this scuffle going down. What do you do?
Well, at first, I kind of just want to go on and get to my stand in the market.
Right.
Just ignore them, but I have a feeling if I don't do something, they might come and maybe cause some more chaos in my area where I have my setup and might destroy my stand. So I don't want that to happen. So I want to go fight them.
All right.
So I can stop it.
Who you going after? There is one guy in front of you. Then there is
Dagny, Norfire, Ruad, and
Uh-oh.
Mercury. And Garthal is a little bit away from them, but he's just about in that same area. And then behind them are 2 more guys in the gray robes.
I'm going for the one that's closest to me.
Okay, so that's gonna be the guy with white trim. He's about 15 feet away from you. Probably about the same distance away from everyone else.
Okay. I'll go straight at him.
All right.
Is this the guy who is hit with ice and firebolt?
Yes, the guy who just took 2 damage.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Alright, you need my initiative correct.
If you don't mind.
Let's see. I have an 18.
Yeah, I never rolled initiative.
18 for Tharoth. Oh, go ahead and roll it right now. If it's another 7, I'll lose it.
I got a 15.
15. Okay, that's better. That's better. Okay, so Tharoth, go ahead and wreak some havoc.
Alright, I'm gonna take out my 2 hand axes.
All right.
I'm gonna attack this gray robed man with the first hand axe. So I need to do an attack roll. So 21
Yeah, that's going to hit.
total.
Wow, you guys get some good attack rolls.
I thought it would. Alright. Let's see. 1d6. Alright. My first hand axe will do 8 damage.
Oof.
And then I'll use my bonus action, right?
Yeah.
Yep, for 2 weapon fighting.
Okay. So you'll make the attack roll
I
there
don't-
without the +6 bonus.
Actually,
he
I
actually does.
I do get the +6.
Oh, do you have the...
for my,
Yeah, he's the 2 weapon fighting style.
Nice.
Yep. So I get the +6 on that. After all the
Joke's on this
Attack roll.
guy. He thought he was going to get away with it. That's 2 hand axes coming at you.
That's for the attack roll, right?
Yes.
Second. Alright. That's an 11, so we'll see where that goes.
11 with the +6 or without?
With the +6.
Well, that one's not going to hit.
The attack. Figured as much.
So, yeah, you get him with that first one, but he's ready for that second one. He sort of narrowly misses him there. And with that, Mercury, you are up. And still ragey.
Alright. I am still raging. So I'm kind of figuring that, okay, I think these people got this guy over there.
Right.
So I'm going to go attack one of the ones in the back that are behind us.
Oh, see, they thought they'd been sneaky up until now.
No, I'm turning. And I'm going to just pull some fun glaive stuff and just start slashing and hacking.
So anyway, I started slashing and hacking.
And that is a 14 to hit.
Which one? I mean, it's going to hit on either one, so take your pick.
There's a difference between them?
One of them has the white embroidery, and the other doesn't.
The gray one.
Just plain gray, yeah.
Oh, damage. I got 2. 6 damage.
All right, yeah. Eerily reminiscent of when you did this to the first guy. He don't look so good after you slash him.
That's all I can do, so.
Yeah, he falls to one knee and he's like, oh, not as sneaky as I thought. And that guy's dead, and it's the guy who's getting really ganged up on by the Alio with the frost and the fire and the hand axes. And he's going to look at you, Tharoth. He's like, I can dodge your axes, boy. And he's gonna try and get you with some inflict wounds over here.
Come at me.
How many spell slots do these guys have?
4.
Wow.
Yeah, they are 4th level spellcasters.
Oh wow.
How unfair.
Yeah, I know. They got mad spells, dude. Unfortunately, they don't got mad aim, because that was only a 9 versus AC.
Yeah, that's against a 16. So
Yeah, he just sort of
That's not
says, he's like, huh. Everyone makes mistakes, I guess. And with that, his turn's over. We're going to flip over to the guy in the back now. And he is going to cast a spell against Norfire. It's going to be a garbage, too, unless your AC is lower than 6.
Update, she can't hear us right now.
Oh, still?
Yeah.
Norfire.
Well, her AC, Norfire's AC is 14, so.
That's so weird that she can't hear us. Norfire, you survived. You were fine. Don't worry about it. Got the message across. Okay. So let's move on to Garthal. It is your turn.
I will. I'll get an arrow out, cover it with spiders, and then shoot it at someone.
Okay. Ugh. Is there? Why do you cover it with spiders?
Because of the gathered swarm.
Ah.
The agitated swarm.
Yeah, some of the swarm clings to your weapons.
Man, that's creepy.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hey, welcome back, Norfire.
I can hear you!
Let's say 19 to hit.
Yeah, 19's gonna hit. Your spider bow hits this guy. Ugh. How much damage?
Let's see. 7 plus 3, so 10.
Nice. Is that with the extra 1d6?
Yes.
All right. This guy is not looking great. And for reference, this was the guy with the white embroidery behind, correct? All right, let's see. Next up, Dagny. It's back to you.
Always been suspicious of embroidery. I'm gonna go right after. Take some slashes. Let's go.
The guy in front or the guy that just got spider bowed?
The guy that just got spider bowed. Like, he's just not having a good day.
None of these guys are having a good day.
16.
Yeah, that'll hit. Wow, these
Wonderful.
rolls.
And then 10 damage.
Yeah, you just slice this bad boy up.
Good.
And he just like the last guys with the that coughing sort of death rattle of extinctum lucerna. And he there he goes. It's a really nice little way to clean up all these dead bodies otherwise. And Norfire, it is your turn.
Excellent. Okay, catch me up on where people are.
All right, so there is one person with white embroidery that is in front of you and Ruad, and standing behind him is Tharoth. Then behind you, there is one badly wounded gray robe and one not so good looking white embroidered, who just got shot. Well, no. That guy just died. Is there no one left behind you except for the gray robe? Yeah, there's only the not so good looking gray robe behind you. And the white embroidered in front of you.
Okay. Alright, I'll go for the one in front of me. And I'll go for Ray of Frost again.
All right. This guy is like so temperature confused right now.
That's 17 to hit.
Yeah, that's going to hit. Man, it's like a Katy Perry song up in here.
Oh, my dice fell off the bed.
Flame?
It's 6 damage.
Yeah, you put this guy back on ice. He's hot and then cold.
Great.
See, it was a great pop culture reference. I'm so in touch with things. I know the difference between Katy Perry and Taylor Swift.
Do you?
Sometimes.
No, you don't.
Not often.
Did I kill the guy?
No, but he is. I don't think his arm's ever gonna work again.
Oh.
It's just that like that horribly just like black frostbite. Like this guy's just like. He is definitely not looking great. Ruad, it is your turn.
I'm gonna attack the guy behind us because I have a feeling the guy in front of us is gonna die shortly.
Yeah.
So I'll send a firebolt,
Okay.
and that's a natural 20.
That naturally hits.
So he's gonna take 11 points of fire damage.
All right. You blast this guy with a much bigger blast of fire than last time, and he doesn't even get no fun catchphrases for this guy. He's just incinerated.
He dead.
There's nothing left of this guy.
All right, and my wildfire spirit will attack the guy in front of, and that's a dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And they take 8 points of fire damage.
Okay. He is not looking good. Like, even worse. Like, this guy, he's got to be on his last legs here. He's this weird sort of mix between half his body is burned and the other half is like frostbite. He could probably make a killing selling Icy Hot. And Tharoth, it is your turn.
All right. I think we'll finish that dude off. He's still alive. That Icy Hot.
Rip this guy.
He's only got left, so
He's not gonna have a very good day. So I'm just gonna rush him.
All right.
With my hand axes in hand. It's a 20, dirty 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
For the first attack. And damage. You got a 7.
Okay.
7 on that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say you cleave that frostbitten arm right off. No problem anymore.
Oof. Well, let's see. Use my 2 weapons fighting.
All right.
And let's finish him if he can. It's 19 plus 6, so 25. I think that hits too.
Yeah, I would just based off like my general understanding of the game, that hits.
Yo, and another 7.
All right.
Lucky 7s.
Yeah, you finish this guy off. You just baseball style almost just wham with your axe, and as he's it's like one of those slow motion moments where he's like falling back and he's like extinctum exlucerna, and he disappears in the black hole too. And you guys are now standing around on a street with a pile of ashes. Congratulations. You solved my people in gray hoods problem.